Welcome to another edition of the Solopreneur Movement podcast. My name is Bruce Lund. I'm the founder of the Solopreneur Movement. Every single week, I come into your life to bring you a topic specific to your sales, your service, your marketing, or your mindset. I believe in today's world, most people are individual producers, are solopreneurs where the results fall solely on them every single day to build, maintain, and protect their confidence. And that's why I bring you a topic just like today's topic, which is a crucial conversation with yourself. If you're not having the results or the desired success that you believe you should be having, having coached thousands of people over the past decade, I've learned that it typically falls into one of two places. It's either number one, we don't know what we should be doing, or number two is we're just not actually doing it. Guys, it pretty much is that simple. The more I study, human behavior and psychology, having a PhD in human performance, now having coached thousands of people, it's either you don't know what to do or we're not disciplined enough to actually go out there and do it every single day. And so I'm here in beautiful Vail, Colorado. The Colorado Mortgage Lenders Association conference is going on. And so I'm here and I want to bring you a topic today because I was having a really good conversation last night with a bunch of different managers and executives. And it was really around this concept, So I just said, basically it's one of two reasons. People either don't know what to do or they do know what to do and we're just not accountable to actually doing it. And so that's what we're going to talk through today as we go through this process, okay? If you're not experiencing the results that you want, is it because it's not coming quick enough for you? Is it because it's too hard? Is it because you're comparing yourself to other people who have been doing a whole lot longer than you're actually doing it? And so I would tell you to be careful about that one. I believe in measuring success this way. This is where I started, and this is where I got to at the end of the day. Every single day, I know exactly what I should be doing, and I measure it based on actual one versus actual two. Okay, so that's what I want to help you walk through today is how to measure progress over perfection and how to not fall into this trap of comparing yourself to other people. So the question is, why are you not having the success that you believe you should be having? And so again, it's either one of two reasons. Either you don't know what to do or you simply aren't being accountable to actually doing it. So if you don't know what to do or how to do it, it falls into one of two categories. It's either lack of knowledge or a lack of skill set. So if it's a lack of knowledge, are you seeking out mentors or are you seeking out disciples? All right. Do you have a strong knowledge of your products and your services? So to me, a mentor is somebody I can have a personal relationship with. I can pick up the phone right now. They're in my Rolodex already. I can have a conversation with them and they can give me advice. Okay. A disciple is somebody you do not have a personal relationship with, but you strongly connect with them on an emotional level because you can go absorb their content for free. Just like hopefully you guys enjoy this content that I pump out and you resonate with my message and the solopreneur movement. So that's kind of the two different buckets that I put them into. I should have mentors in my life. I believe everybody needs a coach in life in all areas that are important, whether it's sales training, whether it's business training, whether it's physical fitness, whether it's wellness, right? And so that's really what this topic is about then, is you don't know what to do. Therefore, you can go out there and seek it. Let's say you're brand new and you're just like, here I am. I have a lot of conviction and energy. How do we channel up that energy now to go do what it is you should be doing? All right. So that to me comes with the knowledge of it. What are you feeding your mind? Are you spending 30 minutes every single day sharpening your knowledge or sharpening part number two, which are your skill sets? So life doesn't get easier. Your skill sets will get you better. My favorite quote is Jim Rohn. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Guys, at the end of the day, there are certain skill sets that are required of you as a solopreneur, whether that's the sales side of it, whether that's creating content, whether that's the marketing side, whether that's your customer service, right? So again, all of this falls on you. So these all require a lot of different skill sets. So maybe what got you here won't get you there, right? My whole mindset is this. I'm not yet where I want to be, but thank goodness I'm not where I once was. I want to be better today than I was yesterday, and I'm going to be better tomorrow than I was today because I spend 30 minutes a day on my personal development. I am my greatest asset at the end of the day, okay? So that's really what it comes down to when it comes to your skill sets is do you work on scripts? Do you go out there and practice your networking skills? Are you really good one-to-one? Can you speak in front of groups of people? Are you able to overcome call reluctance or overcome objections, right? So think about the daily skill sets that are required of you and just rank them in order of importance and start with the most important ones and continue to sharpen your mind and sharpen your knowledge and your skills And because of that, now your confidence level is going to go up. When you do the heavy lifting, your confidence level should go up. All right. So that's the first reason why I believe people aren't as successful maybe as they think they should be. Is number one, they just don't know what to do. They don't have the systems in place. Okay. Or part number two, which is a tragedy to me, is where you know what you should be doing. You're just not accountable to doing it. And that's a hard conversation for me as a coach to have with a lot of people. Is the desire there? A lot of people will rank themselves on a scale of 1 to 10 in desire. They'll say they're a 9 or a 10. And then I'll actually ask them, okay, are you doing things when it's inconvenient? Are you doing the heavy lifting required every single day? Do you have clear benchmarks, right? Do you have these systems in place? And a lot of the times the answer is no, unfortunately. So the second part of this is just we all need some form of accountability. Trained people will always outperform untrained people. When left to our own devices, we're not afraid to let ourselves down. We do it all the time. But as again, as a solopreneur, where it falls solely on you, you can't do that. Unfortunately, it falls on you every day to protect your confidence and to wake up, paint up, spray up, and do the inconvenient things that's required of you, even when you don't feel like doing it. So I'm going to networking events here in Vail. You know, where I'm staying out, I'm smoozing, I'm hanging out with some of my biggest clients and my biggest advocates, and we're staying out late, you know, maybe doing some shenanigans we shouldn't be doing in terms of networking and marketing and all that kind of stuff and having too many cocktails. But I still have to get up that next day. I still have to be disciplined. All right, because what do I have? I have a clear scoreboard of activities every single day that I have to get done that are my non-negotiables. And so that's the same thing for you then. What are the things that you don't necessarily, quote unquote, enjoy doing, but you know are vital to your success as a solopreneur? And then how are you being accountable to it? So again, the second reason for me is it's a tragedy, and it's unfortunately, you know, it's unfortunate when people know what they should be doing, they're just not simply doing it. Because it's empowering when you know what you should be doing. Like that means you're on the right bus and you wake up on point and on passion, on purpose, on plan every single day. But then when you actually just don't do it, man, that can tear yourself down. So that's the worst thing for me and my confidence is when I know what I should be doing, but I wake up and I don't actually do it because of my confidence, because of my energy, because I don't feel like doing it, or whatever the excuse might be for that day. So I often say it's basically if you know what you should be doing and you're not doing it, you're being negligent to your career. You're being negligent to your family. You're being negligent to your future success. All right. So I that's the last thing that I want for people. So that's where that accountability piece comes into play. All right. So some final observations for us. All right. Sometimes it's okay to be a little hard on yourself, right? Sometimes it's okay to get a little mad when you're not having the success or the results that you want. All right. Because it's going to light that fire under you. It's going to tap into that competitive advantage. So sometimes you got to get a little bit of an edge to you. I'm going to give you permission to do that, is to get a little bit of that competitive spirit or that drive or that punch or that motivation to go out there and do that. Because we will far more regret in life what we could have done, should have done, but did not do. So just think about that. We will far more regret what we could have done and what we should have done, but we did not do. That's category number 2. When you know what you should be doing, but we're simply not doing it. And my final analysis to our newer friends out there, whether you're in real estate or mortgage or title, insurance, financial, don't compare yourself to other people. All right. You don't have to be overly hard on yourself if you're not having the results and the success. Guys, it's going to take time. I'm a huge progress over perfection person. But just ask yourself right now, if you're not experiencing the results that you think you should be having, does it fall into bucket number 1, which is you just simply don't know what to do, right? You know you need to go attend events or host events, but you don't know how to attend events or host events or network or overcome call reluctance or overcome objections or to better explain your services, right? You know, we talk about in this program or in the solopreneur movement, you know, like at the end of the day, like there's a lot of things that we have to do. Like your plan should be boring on paper, but your business isn't boring because there's so many things that are required of us that we need to know what to do. And then the second part then is once we know what we should be doing, we know we should be prospecting every day. We know we should be making certain calls that maybe we don't necessarily want to make and to ask for business and to overcome objections, right? So if we know what we should be doing, but we're not doing it, we need some form of accountability. We need to tap back into that competitive spirit. So I want to give you permission to do that this week.